Hi Aces, welcome back to our Vegas Aces YouTube channel. My name's Angela Marie and I'll be your host for today. In this video, we'll talk about 2 basic strategies, give you examples, discuss bankroll management, and how to tip your dealer. But before we get started, I just want to remind you to like, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you'll always be notified of our latest videos and live streams. Now, on with the show. Now that you understand how to play the game of craps, let's go over 2 of the most basic strategies. The first strategy involves come bets, and the second strategy involves place bets. But before we do that, it's important to understand that there is no foolproof way to play. There are no systems that will guarantee that you win. If someone tells you that they have a guaranteed system where you'll win every time, they are lying to you or trying to scam you out of money. Think about it. If they had a system that wins every time, why aren't they rich? And why would they be so eager to sell that life-changing secret to you? Same with those dice control schools. They're scams. They'll charge you thousands of dollars and then blame you for doing it wrong when you realize it doesn't work. There is no special way to hold the dice or how to throw the dice. If there were such ways to guarantee that you win, the casino would never let you use them. And if there was a way to beat craps or any other table game, the casinos wouldn't have those games on the casino floor. So let's begin. Rule number 1 for any type of gambling is to play with an amount of money that you can afford to lose. Bankroll management is incredibly important when it comes to smart gaming. Keep in mind that gambling is a form of entertainment and not a way to pay bills. You want to play with an amount you can afford to lose. A good rule of thumb on how much to start with is to take your starting wager and multiply it by 10. For example, if you start with $12 on 6 and 8 for a total of $24, you should buy in at least $200 to $240. This gives you at least 10 chances to hopefully find a shooter who's going to hold the dice for a while and make you a profit. Now, when you walk up to a craps table, the very first thing you must do is to look and see where the dice are. We discussed this in the last video, but it's so important, we're going to say this one more time. If the dice are not in the center of the table, that tells you that the shooter, wherever they are on the table, has the dice in their hands and is ready to throw them. So you don't want to stick your hands out and have the dice hit your hands and then have them roll a 7 out. If that happens, everyone's going to be mad at you, and that's not a good way to start your game. The next thing you need to look at is where the puck is on the table. Remember in a previous lesson, while not against the rules, it's considered bad etiquette to buy in the middle of a roll. So if there's already a point, wait until the next come-out roll. Now that it's a new come-out roll, it's your time to shine and buy in. Just don't try it in the middle of a roll unless you want to collect dirty looks instead of chips. Let's start with $200. Place the money directly in front of you in the area that says come and say change. The dealer will take the money and give you your chips to play with. Now, let's go over the first betting strategy using come bets. First, you will make the table minimum bet on the pass line. Once a point has been established, place an equal amount behind your pass line bet. This is also known as taking odds. Next, you will place another bet in the come area. This wager needs to be at least the table minimum. When another number is rolled, it's time to take odds. Place an equal wager in the come area and tell the dealer this is your odds. The dealer will place your odds on your come bet. Do this until you have a pass line bet with odds and 2 come bets with odds. Each time the pass line or your come bet wins, start again with a table minimum bet. But this time, increase the amount of odds to 2 times your original wager. Keep repeating this method until you reach the table maximum for odds. You can increase the amount of come bets you have, if you wish, depending on your bankroll management. But each time you win a bet increase, the odds. Odds have a 0% house edge, making it the best bet in the house. When a 7 out rolls, start all over with 1 times odd bets. Speaking of maximizing your game, elevate your craps experience with this 2-inch acrylic red jumbo dice. Perfect for enthusiasts, it serves as a vibrant decoration, unique paperweight, or functional dice for play. Its substantial size and vivid color make it a standout addition to any setting. Don't miss out on enhancing your game night or workspace. Order yours today. Now, let's go over the second betting strategy using place bets. This strategy does not involve making a pass line bet. Remember, only the shooter must make a pass line bet. Otherwise, the pass line bet is not mandatory for any other player. Once a point has been established, make 2 $12 place bets on the 6 and 8 for a total wager of $24. When one of these place bets hits, it will pay $14. When they hit twice, you've collected $28 and have profited $4. Now you are playing with the house's money. When one of the numbers hits again, you have one of three options. You can either press one of your bets, or you can add money to both your place bets, or you can use your winnings to bet on more numbers. In this example, we have our $12 wager on the 6 and 8, and I've already hit them twice. Now they hit a third time for another $14. You tell the dealer to press 6 and 8. The dealer will add another $6 to each of the numbers. When that bet hits again, it will pay $21. Collect this money and keep it. If the bet hits again, say to the dealer, place the 5 and 9 for $10. So in this example, we've gone from just 6 and 8 to betting 5, 6, 8, and 9, all with the casino's money. From this point on, any and all money we collect is profit. If we're fortunate enough to reach this stage, we now do what is called take a bet, press a bet. When a number hits, first you take the full payout. When one of your numbers hits again, this time you press the bet. Either do a full press, which is double what you have, or you could just press a unit at a time. For example, 1 unit on the 5 and 9 is $5, and 1 unit on the 6 and 8 is $6. All you have to say is press or press a unit, and the dealer will know how much to press. Continue doing this until you reach $25 on the 5 and 9 and $30 on the 6 and 8. At this point, every 3 numbers hit is $105 in profit. When a 7 out rolls, start again with $12 on the 6 and 8. Now you've seen the 2 most popular betting strategies in craps, so let's discuss the final lesson, betting for the dealers. It's no secret that most of the people who work in casinos live on their tips, and dealers are no exception. To make it simple, any bet that you can make for yourself, you can also make for the dealers as well. You can either give them a tip outright, or you can bet for your dealer. A bet right next to your pass line bet alongside your field bet, or 2 ways on a hard way, are some of the most popular ways to tip your dealer. Another bet that dealers like is as simple as giving the dealer just $6 and saying across for the dealers, which means $1 on all the numbers. This might not seem like a lot of money, but if the shooter holds the dice for just 5 to 10 minutes, that $6 can turn into some serious money. And naturally, once you make a bet for the dealer, you become their favorite player and they start taking care of you. On the flip side, if you're winning big but ignoring the tip jar, then dealers won't say a word when you're about to make a bad bet. It's like seeing someone walk into a glass door. They notice, but they're just gonna let it happen. Anyway, that's the end of today's video on how to play craps. Thank you so much, Aces, for joining me today, and on your next trip to the casino, you should feel confident about how to play and hopefully win on the craps table. Just a quick reminder, Vegas Aces is supported by viewers like you. Click that hype button to help us get our content out there and grow as a channel, or donate. Donations make it possible for all these videos to be brought to you for free. If you think this video is worth more than $0, then please donate the amount you feel it is worth by clicking the link in the description below. If you can't afford to financially support us, then help us update our World Toke board. This shows the Toke numbers for casino dealers around the world. But we can't update these numbers if people don't contribute. You can anonymously send us your Toke numbers via our Toke line or by emailing heather@vegas-aces.com. Also, if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. Do you want to see our content 5 days early? Subscribe to us on Patreon, where we give our patrons exclusive early access and coach new dealers on how to get into the industry. Our business also helps casino game inventors with bringing their idea to fruition and onto the casino floor. And if you're looking for even more content, check out our other videos here on the screen. We also offer interview transcripts, flashcards, dealer instruction manuals, the world's first Toke board, and so much more, all at our website, vegas-aces.com. You can find all these links in the description below. Until next time, stay lucky, Aces.